I don't think it will matter a lot. Actually, that might make the tower survive. As we see a dive, and my apology for missing that. That was the smoke use. Yeah, that was the smoke use, and they even needed dust because they had a sentry ward. Probably a doom being used as well. Yeah, that is a doom being used. And one thing I want to point out right now is look at this doom creep, right? Speed aura from the Cobalt. That means with the phase boots, with the Scourge Earth, with the track bonus gold, and this Cobalt aura, they're going to be moving it absolutely quick as heck, and there's really nothing much the Sentinel team could do about it, a Scourge team could do about it in terms of keeping up. And these ganking parties very, very active. Another Centaur being picked up, and this Clock does not know. He's currently tracked. He needs to get a TP scroll and TP out. He senses it. He's gonna go for the TP. Go get TP. No, he's gonna get the boots. He's not gonna run out with the boots. There's a who's gonna get the last blood. ZSMJ don't know how to last it. Could last it 2,000 creeps, but can't last it a single hero. So unfortunately for him, CH picks up a kill there. Meanwhile, it looks like we have the Broodmother has a lot of Spiderlings. I don't think you get the push off. It's somewhat difficult to get a push off against the Doom. I mean, the Spiderlings they don't really have the effective HP, and with the Scourge Earth turned off, they could just slowly burn these spiders. Yeah, so I think Broodmother is a little bit. Look at all of them, pretty much just dying. I think the Broodmother is a little bit better off just sending them in the jungle and then get some EXP there as well. Looks like we have a haste rune being picked up on the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden just going to run the heck out. If she took a magic missile, might have died there. Going to go into the mid lane a little bit. Meanwhile, top lane here, we have the Windrunner doing quite a bit of harass against the Puck. Puck needs to stay back. Even use a Shackle Shot against her a little bit. Crystal Maiden's gonna go on top. I think he's gonna gun for that Puck. Puck might be in trouble. Buys a TP scroll. Does he TP out? No, he's not gonna TP out. Here comes the Crystal Maiden. We're gonna see a couple hits into a Nova. Where's that Nova? The cat's a Nova. There's a Nova. And now she's gonna go in. Now Puck doing a very good job. There's a waning whiff. Good job by the Puck. I think he's not gonna survive. Power Shot gonna go down. Looks like X picked up a kill. Crystal Maiden die. But I think Crystal Maiden got the EXP. Tron got the kill, so he got the goal. But unfortunately for Tron, I think what Tron needs right now is EXP. He's not even 6 yet. Definitely not 6 yet. That kill is going to help him a little bit, but not really to a big extent. We are looking in the mid lane here. YYF at 48 and 8. Broodmother with 1 death, a little bit behind. Again, you got to keep in mind that his Spawn Spiderling is going to help him a little bit in terms of catching up in terms of farm, but Devours is a little bit insane in terms of catching up. And we have the phase speed being picked up between phase speed, Scourge Earth. Again, the Cobalt speed, it's just it's so fast. He's moving at max move speed if there's a track in place as well. Looks like bot lane we have 48 and 9 compared to 25 and 7. This clock is just being kept down so very well because of the ganking party of the Scourge team. Sentinels, man, just keep getting these teams mixed up. Meanwhile, 51 and 13, very good job in terms of creep equilibrium and farming is the 820. And now these two guys, again, not going to do too much of anything, just going to creep, get our level 6, and they are very close to level 6. Both these guys have boots of speed. Yes, they do. Boots of speed is so important, and level 6 so important, these two heroes. The swap is huge, of course, and the impede is very good source of mid-game DPS. It looks like they are going to make a killing attempt. They smoked and then Enchantress attacked the creep, so dispel the smoke. A little bit unfortunate because that smoke was pretty important in terms of running past this ward, and now the Broodmother will sense it and will get out in time. I hope he does get out at night. It looks like the Venge is smoke was also dispelled. The Sentinel here, the Scourge here got a couple of backup in terms of the support, so Broodmother should be okay. Looks like they're gonna try to make a push. There is that tornado. Unfortunately, the tower focus is on the tornado creep, so he's gonna go down very quickly. There's a rocket and there's a Nova, gonna clean up that push relatively easy. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, a little bit more skirmish. Looks like Windrunner has got to the bot lane because actually, one thing I want to point out, looks like the Doom is going to TP in. Is that the Doom? Yes, that is the Doom. And now this Windrunner is not long for life. There's a track to increase the MS, and there's a Scourge Shore. There's a phase boot being necessary. Wow, my God. Windrunner is going to try to run out, but you're not going to run fast enough. Here's the phase boot. Where's the phase boot? The phase boot is not even necessary. The CSMJ jacks a kill. One thing I was going to talk about before the Windrunner dies that EHome is one of the few professional teams in the world that only splits up the EXP and allows the support to get a lot of EXP either. I mean, in that last game I cast between EHome and CCM, we saw a very excellent example of that, using a roaming DK. Like, no matter how stupid it sounds, they use a roaming DK and then transition a DK into a late game carry. I mean, not many teams will even think of doing that, as we see a gank going on the mid lane here. Looks like the Venge just went down a little bit out of position. Clock is going to be fine using that great cog there, blocking off the escape path. Centaur doing a little bit more stomping. But yeah, going back to that Windrunner point, not many team will actually do this, you know, giving the EXP to the support. What that is going to be allow your support in the mid game to do as well. You can survive a little bit longer in terms of the team fight, do a little bit more damage, just generally be a lot more effective as opposed to, you know, just dying immediately in start of the team fight. It looks like Gondar is going to come up for a gank. I don't think you get this gank off. His win run is running out. If you see your buff icon flashing, that means you only have 10 seconds of it left, and actually pops in the lane, you know, with that win run. A20 sees it and it's gonna secure you out. I like A20's item, and he does. Yeah, I like A20's item. He has a Hood of Defiance, which is gonna help a lot in terms of surviving the magical damage, and this Vitality booster is gonna allow him to for a late game heart. So most likely we're gonna see him pick up treads, or maybe even just boots, or even no boots, and then go straight into a Radiance. That is gonna be his build. But meanwhile, again, gonna check out. We're gonna see who's gonna get the Doom, get the Radiance quicker, and my money's on the Doom. I'm sure he's gonna get it quicker. He's already got the phase boost and the Vanguard and the wand, so he's already working towards that rating. He's already got 800 gold in. Meanwhile, Weaver's only got 400. So even in that comparison, I'm sure the Doom is already very much ahead. You know, we might even see the Weaver making a pit stop with the boost of speed, and that's not gonna help the Radiance. I really like the fact that they have Bounty Hunter now in the lane against a Weaver. It's like, you know, it gives A20 a choice. Hey, do you want to stay in lane and you know, risk again, because I'm gonna have track on you all the time. You can't really depend on your invisibility, although they can still depend on that 522 move speed, which is still ridiculous. I think Sakuchi's like one of the best spells in the game. You know, max move speed, invisibility, quick cooldown, low mana cost, does some damage. Like, there's nothing else you can ask for, and he is going to get the boost of speed first, so he is sitting at 0 gold right now, 75 gold. And meanwhile, Doombringer's got pretty much everything, probably at 1k gold already. Trying to make a gank attempt on that Broodmother, very difficult to do so, which is one of the advantages to have the Brood mid. A lot of times if you have like a Shadow Fiend mid, or maybe an AA mid or something like that, sometimes you see the enemy Venge coming in, but even if you see them come in, you're like, oh crap, because I move so slowly, I can't get out of the gank range in time. But Broodmother is totally different story. If you see them in range, you could totally get out in time, because you just move so fast, so quickly under the spider webs. So that is somewhat of a good advantage to have the Brood in lane, is that your Brood really dies to a gank, unless they have, you know, dust and smoke. The only gank they got off the Brood, I missed it, but I'm most likely it's off of dust and doom. And the magic missile Hook barely misses. That's unfortunate. Yeah, you gotta use a lot of spell. Looks like this Broodmother, gotta be careful. Venge's gonna come around for a swap. He's gonna get the swap off. Oh my god, Broodmother in trouble. Gonna eat a Doom as well. You're gonna focus on the Brood. No, but there's a cog going on the Doom. Doom might be in trouble. He has a Scourge Rifle, so he's regenerating a lot. Deny goes on the Venge. Good job by denying it. Looks like Swarm is gonna come in as well. I think Puck comes down. It's going to have a Dream Call onto Crystal Maiden. It's going to go down for sure. And now, very good team fight so far for LGD. And they might... Ooh, very low HP is that Gondar. Gondar is going to be fine. Pops a Magic Wand. Wow, Windrunner doing some damage on it as well. And now we have Enchantress goes down to a spawn spider lane. Now it looks like Venge might be going down, so while Weaver's gonna pick a kill there. Now Doom needs to hightail out of there. Looks like EHome has a good recovery of that team fight. LGD started off very well, picking up a kill here and there. Puck coming in at a very crucial time and got the tower deny from the Venge, so that's very good. But EHome answering very resoundingly by picking up a couple kills on their own. But critically, the Doombringer is alive at the end of the team fight, despite being very focused very heavily. You can see that between his Vanguard and Scourgehoff regen, it's just a little bit ridiculous to handle. Right now we see EHome not doing enough DPS, and hopefully they can do enough once this Weaver picks up the Radiance. Let's check out how quickly, or how close they're to his Radiance. 1100 on the Weaver and 2100 on the Doombringer, and you know, Doom is gonna go there faster. He's farming at a faster rate as well, because of the Devourers. So you know, it's not looking good for EHome right now. Both teams is fairly even. The score is 6 and 5. Tower counts looks like we have 2 towers being picked up by EHome. And EHome hasn't lost any, so that's pretty good. But you gotta keep in mind, one of them was denied by the Sentinel. So I guess 1.5 tower up is a more accurate way to put it. Again, another Devour. And you know, every time you Devour, you get a lot of creeps. Good job by YYF keeping his mana high. Not enough Doom. Just send yourself a clarity once in a while. He actually has a magic bottle as well, so that's another 600 gold investment that it's not even really slowing down his Radiance farm, because I think he's gonna get it in 20 minutes or so. If his team gets off a tower push and whatnot, or if he gets a kill. It looks like the Windrunner might be a little bit of trouble. Even as a Windrunner, you generally think Windrunner is safe because of the Windrunner, but again, this game very high mobility. You got the you got the track bonus, MS to work with. Meanwhile, Gondor going back to the top lane, keeping the Weaver in control. One thing I want to point out is the SMJ likes to go those pub items, and I'm talking about this Battle Fury on Gondor. But even though it's a pub item, it's fairly effective because Janata is a 2.25 crit, I believe, based on your damage. So the more damage you got, the more effective it is. As we see Doom Gang going on here, he's going to eat a Doom right now. Crystal Maiden's in position, no TP comes in. Crystal Maiden's going to forfeit his life as well, I think. Wow. A little bit of misplay by EHome, but no, meanwhile, EHome's getting a gank on the bot lane. That was what's going on. They did pick off one kill. No, Windrunner goes down, and now looks like we have the Enchantress going to go down as well. Enchantress healing quite a bit, but yeah, your heal's going to only last you so long as the Broodmother is healing off of you. Now we're going to see a spawn spiraling on the Enchantress going to go down. Pug needs to get out, and he's going to get out indeed. So trading 2 for 1 in exchange for that, I think a 3 for 2 as we see LuminouStudios picks up a kill on ZSMJ and top lane. Sorry for missing that. Just action across the map, and I think LuminouStudios is gonna get a deny as well. So 2 for 2. But they did lose a Weaver. Doom got the kill, so I think that's still in favor of change of LGD, LGD and LuminouStudios, man. Getting me confused. 9 and 7 in favor of LGD right now. Let's check out the farm. It's still 1100 gold because of death, and 3800 on the Doom, man. We just checked a while back, and he was only at 22,000. Now he's basically double his goal. Gonna get that relic right now, and it looks really, yeah, relic is picked up, and another killer, you see, doing a very good job of keeping his mana, because what's slowing down your devour? Yeah, your mana. If you don't have enough mana, you cannot continue to devour. But a single devour is gonna get you enough gold to buy 2 clarities, like literally. Or a single clarity could support about 2 devours, or even 3. So if you want to look at it that way, it's always good to keep your mana high. Even if you want to spend that 50 gold, it's not really that big of an investment. It's not going to slow down your farm. Meanwhile, Broodmother doing his thing, just farming up the entire jungle, and this is exactly what you need to do. Broodmother generally doesn't farm that bad, but he really takes up a lot of farming. He basically takes up an entire lane, right? So it's going to limit your teammates' farm, but you could really extend your self farm even further if you send more spider lanes in the jungle and whatnot. But you gotta be very careful about control, because if you run into a Crystal Maiden or something, or a support with AoE nuke, you could definitely get a kill. And looks like we have the Broodmother in trouble. No, Windrunner in trouble. Windrunner goes down yet once again. X not playing that well in this game or the game in the series against CCM. His line was not as impressive as usual. In this game, I'm thinking maybe he's relying on his win run a little bit too much. But again, the news flash is, hey, the enemy team runs a lot faster than usual as well. Again, look at this speed lineup, and looks like we're gonna have a push from LGD. Not too sure what the Scourge team could do about it without the Weaver. Weavers got 101 creep kills. Not too much of any item show for aside from his defensive items. Crystal Maiden and Clock is going to try their best to defend. There's a haste rune on the Clock, and Clock looks like he is. I mean, here's the problem with the Clock. Like I have not seen Clock getting a gank off at all. 20 minutes in, that's the issue. 700 gold on the Doom comparison, 2000 gold on the Weaver. Radiance going to be completed in the next minute or so. Meanwhile, we're going to see 820's Radiance maybe even delayed by 5 minutes or so. So that's the difference. That's why the Chinese believe Doom is a good counter, because he will farm the Radiance quicker. And even when he's not farming the Radiance, he's helping the team gank. We saw the Doom gank at the bot against the Windrunner. We saw him team fight at mid, and he survived the team fight as well. So that's the difference. Weaver most of the time has been just farming in his lane and not really contributing too much of anything. When he's just parking his butt here at the mid lane, he's not farming. That's the thing. But Doom, if he's parking a butt in the lane, he could still devour and get creeps that way. So that is a huge difference between Doom and any other Radiant Spire, and that's why Doom is such a highly picked, and why I believe he should really ban in most games. And if you don't want to ban him in most games, ban it in against LGD, because YYF's Doom is just ridiculous. It looks like the where's the Doom bringer? I want to keep track of Doom. Doom is doing yet another gank. There's a dust going on the Broodmother. Broodmother trying to juke, and oh my god, what a good, nice juke from the Broodmother, and I think he's gonna be fine. Yeah, he popped a regen rune as well. Yeah, he did pop a regen rune in spot. It looks like